civil nuclear is a high ambition, and we want 24 new gigawatts of nuclear by 2050, which is a huge target. They also increase us to, as you may be aware, we need to increase nuclear skills in the United Kingdom and across the globe. This is because obviously there needs to be engineers and business developers, which there is a global lack of shortage at the moment. So we need to make sure that we're committed to developing that workforce and expertise to deliver this. And we'll be looking to make a final investment decision before 2025 on one new project, and then at least 2 by 2030. So one of the things that we've done in the United Kingdom is create Great British Nuclear, which is basically a new public delivery body to deliver this target of 24 gigawatts. Its main remit will be to meet our commitment to increasing nuclear energy output. We'll be looking to apply a programmatic approach to nuclear energy, provide expert advice to projects, and work on siting as well. So this will be potentially the operator and delivery body of the nuclear energy programs as it moves further into development and deployment, as it was only announced last year, the creation of this new body. One of its first things that it will be doing is the SMR technology selection process, which I will go into a little bit of detail. Just before then, and I think Ed covered this pretty much in his previous presentation, but small modular reactors are basically smaller versions of large-scale reactors using existing proven technology. But they are also factory assembled, which means that the construction times are usually much shorter than gigawatt scale, and also there's better upfront capital costs. So if financing is an issue, which it is around the globe, this will provide an easier method of providing upfront capital costs. So the SMR technology selection process, so basically we will be selecting the best technology for the United Kingdom, which is open, competitive competition for both domestic and international technologies. The basic deliverability is have an SMR online by the early to mid 2030s, and we will go through a process of selecting technologies up until around, we believe, mid 2024, where a final selection of up to 4 companies to provide SMRs into the UK energy system will be made. So we will be currently selecting through a questionnaire several successful vendors, hopefully within the next month or so. This is to have a kind of understanding of what minimum suitability those companies will have. After that, there will be an initial tender process where we will whittle them down to up to 4 processor companies, and then there will be a final tender process after that. After this period, those who are successful will receive funding from the UK government and support by Great British Nuclear. So just briefly as well, I will touch on the UK's SMR vendors, which we have already discussed, Rolls-Royce Technology, but I'll talk a little bit about UK government support for the industry overall. So we have been committed to developing SMR technology for some time. Through the Advanced Nuclear Fund, we have committed 385 million in SMR design funding, and 210 million of that has gone to Rolls-Royce SMR. But we've also been building up our regulatory capacity through the UK's Office for Nuclear Regulation. We've developed regulatory frameworks, and we've had several feasibility studies for advanced modular reactors. Rolls-Royce are the only ones to UK design anyway to be through the generic design system at the moment, and have reached step 2, which is basically where it evaluates the safety, security and environmental impacts of the reactor design. And lastly, I'll just move on to what type of international collaboration. Obviously, I work in the Foreign Office, So we do a lot of work with the International Atomic Energy Agency on SMR deployment, and obviously safety, security and non-proliferation. We work with the Nuclear Energy Agency, which is part of the OECD, and the International Framework for Nuclear Energy Cooperation, which is more focused on emerging nuclear markets. We recently announced a new partnership with the US, and we have an action plan with Canada. But what we're looking at more recently is what more can we be doing to support emerging nuclear markets, such as Mongolia. Previously I was in Ghana to talk to sub-Saharan African countries about their ambitions in SMRs and civil nuclear and how the UK can support that. So I would be very happy to kind of speak with anyone on an individual level to discuss what more we can be doing, and also what challenges Mongolia and others are coming when thinking about and developing small modular reactor and SMR technology. But otherwise, thank you very much. Thank you for inviting me to this conference, and I hope you have a great rest of the day. If there are any questions, do say them now or get in touch with me afterwards.
Британийн гадаад хамтын ажиллагаа